Picks of Equinage for Parx Racing Tuesday, April 15. You are watching the simulation of the first race, a courtesy of the race simulator of equinage.com. You have there the QR code. It was updated recently. It allows you to go directly to the page where you can register your free user at equinage.com. Do it right away. You will not regret. The best handicapping tool in the business for the US horse racing. The Scotty picks at the top picks. These top picks, 52% of hitting rate. The long shot, 11 to 14%, depending on the type of race. This Scotty picks is an algorithm based in machine learning, so emulates the way that a human being handicap a race. So with obviously some logical, but some malicious sometimes, depending on the jockey and trainer combination. So this 52% is very respectable. So these two picks, something that you need to consider every race. And the long shot, a horse that you can at least check to see if has an opportunity to upset the race or use him as a prize play. Then you have the win percentage, a logical value calculated by other algorithm, other program based on stats. Is a mathematical value, a probability for each horse. The pace, similar to the race simulator, a number that represents the initial speed of the horse, so you can see how the race is going to develop. And the SOR, the strength of race, the strength of race is the competitive level in average of each horse. This is the level of this race, the level of each horse. This one is very equalized. The record for this distance and surface for the horse. And the last column, the red one, is the GSR, the pedigree of the horse, represented by a number for this specific surface and distance. If you touch a horse, you can go and check his whole campaign, and you see the metric for each race, see how the GSR changes depending on the surface, depending on the distance, and also you can have information about the stallion, the mother, and the dam, and the GSR plus with all the pedigree of the horse for the different surfaces and distances. So in the first race, 8 and 1 the picks, the 5 the long shot. These are the top 4 in the win percentage, 1, 4, 5, 8. The 8 is here, but only 12% to win. Not bad, but it's an open race. And the number 1, second pick, but 30% to win. And 72 in the morning line, not bad as well. It's maybe a price play. The 5 is the long shot, 12 to 1 in the morning line, and has 13% to win. Like the number 4, who is the morning line favorite, is not here. And is second here, but is almost with the same probability than the 5 and 8. So an open race, and apparently the number 4, the favorite, is vulnerable here, and 1, 5, and 8 could do the surprise. In race number 2, 7 and 8 the picks. The number 1, the long shot, only 3% to win. You can check the horse looking for a surprise if you want. See how equalized is the win percentage between these 5 horses, 8, 6, 7, 5, 3. The 7 is 17% to win, not too high. The 8, 22%. Between both, 40%. They have a shot, obviously, but when you see the number 6 with 19%, the number 5, 14%, 8 to 1 in the money line, both, this race looks equalized, and you have maybe price places that you need, price plays that you need to consider in this race, like the 6 and 5. Obviously, these 2 horses with a chance. The 3, 13% not far, is an option that you need at least to check. In race number 3, it looks polarized between these 3 horses, 1, 2, and 5. And the 5 has a high pace. The 2 has a very good record at the distance. These 2 at the top in the picks, and 65% to win. So these number 1 and 2 together, they look very strong in this race. And the 5 as an option. The number 2, 9 to 1 in the 9 to 2 in the morning line, is an attractive play here. And seeing how close is in the win percentage, and at the top picks, with the number 1, the number 2 is an interesting play in this race. Race number 4. 4 and 1 are the picks. The 7 is the long shot. See the number 5, 35% to win, is top pace. Is the money line favorite and has a good support here in the win percentage. But the 4 and 1 are higher in the money line, and together they have 47% to win, are the top picks here. So the favorite, maybe you need to use him, but the number 4 and number 1, they have a good opportunity. One of them could defeat the number 5. So these 3 in race number 4. In race number 5, as you can see, the win percentage is a bit spread here. Even the 6 and 8 are close to the number 7. So the win percentage looks very spread. The 5 and 3 at the top. The 3, 26%, not bad. Now the 5, top pick, 14%, good enough to at least be competitive in this open race. 8 to 1 in the money line, attractive. And as you can see, the number 1 is 18%, 6 to 1. The number 7, 10%. And then you have the 9, that is one of the money line favorites, and 4 to 1, but only 9% to win. Is behind the 3, the number 1, the number 5. Is not even in the Scotty pick, so that what I read here is has a chance. It's not too bad, but is vulnerable. And the number 8 is the long shot. It's close, 12 to 1 in the money line. This is a race where you can spread and look for a surprise and long shot. So check these horses. This one is attractive. Maybe you need to consider this one. The 3 for sure is strong. And the other money line favorite looks vulnerable. So a race with a good payout at the site. Race 6, 3 and 7. The 6 is the long shot. 3 and 7 at the top here. 55% between both. These 2 look strong together if you use them together. And the number 1, 17%, has an option. 6 to 1 in the money line. Then the number 6 behind with 7% is the long shot. So you need to check, obviously, these 3 horses. These 2 look like a good combination. And then the 6, you can check the horse as well. So this is the race. The others are behind these 4 horses. And these 3 are the polarized horses according to the win percentage only. In race 7, 6, 11, and 2, the long shot. 11, 25% to win. Good. Not too high. See, other days we found horses with 40% to win, 45% to win. And on Tuesday, we are not seeing this until now. Then you have the number 6, 15%, between both 40%. Again, 2 horses that together are offering some guarantees. In this one, not as high as 55%, but at least 40% is not bad, but maybe you need to add more. And then you have the number 9 and the number 1, and the long shot is coming behind. So the number 6, obviously 5 to 1 in the money line, is maybe a price play in this race. You need to consider him, but this race, these 5 horses are horses that you need to check, and the 6 and 11 look like a combination that you need to use, but maybe you need to add something else. In race 8, first starter with 33% to win, and it's the long shot. I explained that in other clips before that when a first starter is at the top picks or is the long shot horse, these kind of horses run very well. Usually, for example, we go to Sunday at Gulfstream last race and check this horse. Yes, this was not a good example. My mistake. I like this horse because the GSR was strong and the race was open, but this number 7 had a very good GSR, so that is the reason I'm using. But I will find another example in the future. But what I'm meaning was a horse that is a first starter and is at the top picks or a long shot. is a horse that you need to consider seriously. And this wax box, good GSR, good enough in this group. Long shot, 33% to win, is a horse that maybe you need to use right away. Then see, the number 7 and 6 are the top picks, 15%, 11%. They have a shot, obviously, but this one is a race where I will think about these 5 horses. Maybe I will pick 3 or 4 of them, but you need to spread here. The first starter can be out of the ticket, and the 6 and 7 with a good chance. But see, the number 8, 16% to win, 12 to 1 in the money line. This is the weak part, the GSR. Maybe this is killing him, but has a chance at least to check. So check these 5 horses, make your decision, and don't leave out this wax box. Could upset the race. Race 9, 4 and 7 and 10, 4, 25% to win. The 7, only 10%. And another race with 6 horses between 9% and 25% at the top of the win probability. And Trader's Luck, second in the win percentage, good pace, and 10 to 1 in the money line. And this one is the long shot, 8 to 1 in the money line. So maybe you need to use the favorite that is here with a good win percentage, top pick. But these 2 horses, the 2 and the 10, are relatively close, long shot, good money lines. And then you have the number 7, second pick, has another option, and these 2 are close there. So at least a quick review they deserve, but 4, 2, and 10 and horses that you need to check in this race. Well, we finished the 10 races, and I believe only the first starter was over 30%. That is not common. Well, there is another race, I believe the 7th. In the race 6, I believe. This horse, 35% to win. So this is a very tough day, but good opportunities for price plays. So as I recommended in other clips, maybe not a day if you don't have too much budget to do pick 5 or pick 4, maybe pick 3s. So you can try a pick 3 in race 8 and use these kind of horses with a good payout and try to hit something good. But it's going to be a tough card. In the last one, 8 and 3, the top picks, the 5, the long shot. 8 and 3 at the top, between them, 47% to win together, like in other races, like 3 or 4 times for Tuesday. You need to use 2 horses to secure the race. Then you have the number 9, 15% to win, is close. See, these 3, they're at the top in the win percentage, not too high the win percentages. The good finish, the 8 and 3 are at the top. So these 2 together, they look strong because, for example, the long shot is only 3% to win. You can check the horse, but I'm not seeing too many options here. So I believe you need to consider to use these 3 horses and check another of possibilities you don't have enough budget. If you don't have enough budget, use these 3. If you have more budget, maybe you can look around for another horse. But as I said, you need to maybe try pick 3s, pick 4s. I will do a $32 pick 3 here. See, using 3 and 8, maybe you can do this. It's just an example. I don't see the first starter here. No, the first starter is here, see? Is the, in this case, 1. I'll leave this. And leaving out the GSR that is lower to simplify in this opportunity. This race is very complicated. So something like that. See, $48 is still expensive. So maybe you need to analyze a little bit deeper and try to find if you can go with 3 horses here or here and do, for example, a ticket of, let me do it quickly in this way, but $36 is playable. So that is the option that you have. I recommend pick 3s, boxes, trifectas or superfectas, looking for good payouts on Tuesday and Parx Racing. Good luck.